Yeah, so in this case, uh, let's understand first what is upwash and what is downwash. So to understand upwash and downwash, we should understand what is called angle of attack. Then only we can understand upwash. So actually, when we talk about angle of attack, we use symbol AOA, angle of attack, and we give alpha as the symbol for angle of attack. So what is angle of attack? Whenever we have airfoil, then in airfoil, from leading edge to trailing edge, you connect. So that straight line is known as chord line. So CHORD, chord line. So chord line is line which is connecting your leading edge to the trailing edge directly, straight line. It is not a curved line, it is straight line. So imagine if you have entire aircraft and this entire aircraft is flying in this direction, then wing is attached, then wing will also fly in this direction. Then you try to experience this when you are riding bike or cycle. You go in this direction, then air will hit you, then your hair will go like this, will fly like this. So if you are stationary, then your hair will not fly, but when you are running, your hair is flying. Why? Because there is something called relative airflow. It means if you are moving, then only you are experiencing the air. If you are not moving, then you will not experience the air. It means what? In our atmosphere, we consider that there is air, but that air is at rest. So if air is at rest, then why your hair is flying? Actually, explanation is like when you go in this direction, then air, you experience that air is coming in this direction, but reality is air is stationary. So this is called relative airflow. So just before upwash, you had your topic that is known as relative airflow. Relative airflow means whatever, your air is stationary or air is moving. Suppose your air is stationary, and air is stationary with, suppose of course 0 meter per second. But if you are here and you are running in this direction with 10 meter per second, then definitely your air will hit you with 10 meter per second. So it is like, if you will go in this direction with 10, then air will come in this direction with 10. What is the use of this relative air velocity? Use here. See, when you have an airfoil, so actually what is airfoil? Airfoil is nothing but, if you extend the airfoil, it will become a wing. And then what you can do, you can connect here any fuselage, then this will be entire aircraft. So if the aircraft is going in this direction, it means you can say this airfoil is going in this direction. So you can say that air will flow over the airfoil. Air will come and air will flow over the airfoil. If air will come and air will flow over the airfoil, then only we have concept of angle of attack. Now what is the meaning of angle of attack? To understand angle of attack, you should draw chord line in this airfoil. So if this is my airfoil, then in the airfoil I will draw chord line. What is chord line? That is your topic about to come. It is there in the nomenclature of airfoil. So currently for this topic, you only consider there is something called chord line, that is straight line, and it connects your leading edge to trailing edge. Okay, this is not the correct definition for the chord line. Correct definition I will teach you when I will be teaching you nomenclature of the airfoil. Currently you only consider, okay, there is something called chord line. Okay. Now when air will flow like this, there will be certain portion in which your air is disturbed, but there will be portion before the disturbance, in that your air is free from the disturbance. So we say as air, this as free stream velocity, free stream air. So this air I will call as free stream air. So imagine if I am drawing one line like this and one line like this, and if I'll say, tell me the angle between them. So how will you tell the angle? You will imaginarily, you can extend this. So this angle will be your angle. In same way, if the free stream, what I am drawing here, if this free stream you will extend, in reality, definitely there is no free stream because it is a disturbed stream. My point is, here only airfoil section I am drawing, and some air is going and being disturbed here. So disturbed air you don't consider. Suppose this is the free stream which is not disturbed. So any one free stream you extend like this, then you will be having chord line. So angle between chord line and free stream is your angle of attack alpha. So actually your angle of attack alpha is responsible for the lift over the airfoil. Actually, what happens, there is something called coefficient of lift. So whenever you have angle of attack alpha, then this alpha gives you coefficient of lift. If alpha increases, coefficient of lift CL increases. If alpha increases, CL increases, and CL will give you lift. So finally lift will increase on that. So what is our main point here? Our main point is to understand upwash. So why I am giving all these backgrounds? Because here there is a key point. If alpha will increase, CL will increase. Because of that, your lift will increase. And it will be just opposite. If your alpha will decrease, then CL will decrease, then lift will decrease. Okay. So now how to understand upwash? So imagine I am drawing a front view. So for more interaction, I am drawing propeller, and I am drawing tail, and I am drawing wings like this. Okay. And now here I am drawing landing gear. Imagine this aircraft is coming out of the screen, and you also imagine this aircraft is turning in this direction. This is called roll. Imagine aircraft is rolling in this direction. When aircraft will roll in this direction, then what will happen? Just imagine, because first thing you keep in mind, aircraft is coming out of the screen. Just imagine I am drawing this line. Okay, aircraft is going in this direction. So just opposite to this, air will be going. Okay, so this air will be going to some chord line, because lot of airfoils are there on the way. So that air will be going for a particular airfoil. So if you check out any one airfoil and the incoming wing, you'll be having a personal alpha. So because of that alpha, you'll be having particular CL. Because of that CL, you'll be having lift. So means what? Somehow, if this alpha will increase, then CL will increase, lift will increase. And this phenomena, you will say upwash. UPWASH, upwash. And if this angle of attack somehow, I will explain how, but imagine somehow if the alpha will decrease, then your coefficient of lift will decrease, then lift will decrease. So that time we say downwash. Now what is the physical meaning? Physical meaning is, you just come here. See, imagine your aircraft is rolling. If the aircraft is rolling, then do one experiment. What is the experiment? You call someone with long hair and say him to sit on the this wing. So if the person is sitting on the wing, then you consider roll is happening. So what will happen? The hair of the person will go up. Why hair of the person is going up? Because this wing is going down. So air will come from the downside. Air will come from the downside and it will take your hair up. It means if this hair is going up, then with respect to this hair, our atmospheric air is more light. More light means if the atmospheric air is coming like this on the wing, then because of this upward velocity and because of this velocity, you will be getting change in velocity upward. It means, imagine like this. This was the free stream velocity coming, and this was the upward velocity. So final velocity will not go in this direction. Final will go in this direction. So this diagram will come this side. So here you can see, earlier you had this is free stream, now you have this is free stream. So you got increase in angle of attack by this much amount. So if you got increment in angle of attack, then how much angle of attack being changed? That you will say as delta alpha. It means this much angle of attack is being changed. Because of change in angle of attack, CL will change. Because of that, lift will change. Now because angle of attack alpha is increasing, so CL will increase and this lift will increase. So when alpha increases in such a way that one wing is going down, means if you have fuselage and this is your right wing, this is your left wing, and this is coming towards you, and suppose tail, and it is rolling. So if this guy will roll, then this right side wing will go down. So when the right side wing will go down, then your alpha on any point on the right side wing, that alpha, this alpha will increase. So CL will increase, so lift will increase. But just will happen opposite to this guy, because when this wing is going down, then this has to go up. Now see, again call someone and say them to sit here. Now because this wing is going down, so their hair will go down. It means what? Because of the wing, some extra air, because of the wing going upward, so some extra air is coming downward. So this downward air, what I am drawing here, and this coming air, it means this coming air, when they will combine with each other, then you will be getting a downward air. How? If you want to add both the arrows, then first you draw this arrow, then you draw this arrow, then you got this one. So this line is your final relative speed. So this final speed is actually, you can see, downward. In this right side case, your final speed was actually increasing, but now it is actually decreasing. So if the arrow will go down, then very clear, your angle of attack will decrease. Because of that, coefficient of lift will decrease, and because of that, lift will decrease. And when lift decreases, we say downwash. So it means this side you will be having upwash, and this side you will be having downwash. Not only this, you have to summarize things in one line. What is that one line? That is like this: down going wing will experience upwash. And I explained the logic. Now because video will be with you, so you can revise these things whenever you are interested. So downgoing wing is experiencing upwash. Upgoing wing, if the wing is going up, then it will experience downwash. Okay, now here is the word, downwash. So currently, when one wing is going upward and one is going downward, then upward going wing will experience downwash. But this is not the only one type of downwash. Actually, this downwash is coming in the contrast with upwash. But what is the exact meaning of downwash, like induced downwash, like these things? So let's understand that part. Actually, see, when I have wing like this, so you know that flow accelerates over the wing. If flow accelerates over the wing, then pressure on the upper side of the wing decreases, and flow deaccelerates below the wing. So pressure will increase. Now how will you understand pressure will increase or pressure will decrease? It is directly connected from Bernoulli equation. I will just give you one idea about Bernoulli equation. Bernoulli equation says your velocity and static pressure. It's like if velocity will increase, static pressure will decrease. But if you will add them, you will be getting total pressure. Here what we are going to focus? We are going to focus, only thing is velocity is increasing, so pressure will decrease. I am not going to give you Bernoulli equation, that is not important here. Anyway, if you are interested, it is nothing but P naught plus P plus half rho V square. But this is not important here. Key is, if velocity will increase, then pressure will decrease. That is my main key discussion. And if pressure is decreasing, then what will happen? On the upper surface, you will be having less pressure. Imagine this pressure is 8 Pascal. Just imagine. Okay. Just opposite will happen at the bottom side. Just opposite will happen at the bottom side. Imagine, because in the bottom side your flow will deaccelerate. So pressure will, so velocity will decrease, so pressure will increase. Now you can see pressure is increasing here. So at the bottom of the wing you got extra pressure, or you can say more pressure. Now see, between the bottom surface and the upper surface, somewhere in the air, you will be having a point at which pressure is equal. Because here pressure is 8 Pascal, so this pressure will decrease. And here pressure, I have considered something else, so consider 10 Pascal. So here pressure will increase. So because of that, this 10 Pascal will come this side, 8 Pascal will also come this side. Maybe 9 Pascal is one pressure. It means what? If I will simplify this, so you got the wing actually. Now in this wing, this you are able to see the wing from the ground surface. Actually, what is main logic? Main logic is to understand what is downwash. So to clear the downwash effect, you understand if this is the fuselage going in this direction and this is the wing. Actually what happens, your flow from the right side goes into like this, and here also it happens like this. Flow turns over the wing like this, and just opposite happens at the bottom plate. At the bottom plate, flow turns towards the tip. At the bottom side, flow turns towards the tip. So you can see this. If I draw the green line, it is actually below the wing. So the green line will come out in this direction and the blue line will go in this direction. So they will club each other and they will make this kind of vertex at the trailing edge. Same thing will happen like this. Now question is, what is trailing edge? That is this point, last point of the wing, that is trailing edge. Why vertex is being formed on the trailing edge? Okay, why vertex is being formed on the trailing edge? Very simple answer. Great answer is because on the upper surface, flow accelerates in different direction, and on the bottom surface, flow turns in different direction. So when both the flow leaves the wing and when they come into the atmosphere, quickly they combine and they make this kind of vertex. Now there are some advantages and disadvantages of this vertex. So first I will talk about the disadvantage. Because of this vertex, lift will decrease. Because of this vertex, lift will decrease, and because this vertex is coming on a particular trailing edge only, so that's why this vertex got a special name, trailing edge vertex. There are two words, one is vertex and one is vertices. They both are actually same thing, but vertices means small circular airs or circular thing, but vertex means a heavy thing. Or you can say in one more way, this is plural, this is singular. I mean, this is singular, this is vertices. Like vertex is single, so if single vertex is there, you will say single, only vertex. Otherwise vertices is plural. So let's understand what is happening at the trailing edge. If I will just draw the wing here, not like this is just the wing. So what is happening here? We are getting this kind of vertex flow. So this vertex is actually happening at the trailing edge, so the same vertex we call as trailing edge vertex. Now in case of trailing edge vertex, there is some beautiful phenomena. That phenomena is actually, if this is your trailing edge and backside you have vertex formation done, so the incoming airflow cannot go smoothly. Why? Because of the vertex at the trailing edge. So question is, what is difficulty if there is a vertex? So difficulty is because of this vertex, this going stream compresses downward. So it's like it is going like this, but because of vertex motion, it is turning and being like this. So this was your old situation when you did not consider the effect of vertex. But now you cannot make the effect of vertex zero. vertex will be there. It's less or more does not matter. So here main thing, that is the meaning of downwash. What is the main thing downwash? Because this is the vertex air, that air is coming in this direction, and this blue air is your old air. Now this both will combine and they will be getting a new air in this direction. So you can see this much angle decreased. Okay, this angle is decreasing, you can say angle of attack is decreasing, so definitely CL will decrease, so definitely lift will decrease. That's all. Finally you are getting lift decrement and angle of attack decrement, so that's why it is known as downwash. And the name for the downwash is trailing edge downwash, because it happens on the trailing edge. Okay, so you will say that, you can also say that, okay, at the trailing edge vertices are coming, so you will say that trailing edge vertices. Trailing edge vertices. Now this is about trailing edge vertices. It is happening because of downwash. Downwash and upwash is clear. In upwash, angle of attack increases. So this was your topic, upwash and downwash. Okay, now we have to know vertices. So just now I have finished trailing edge vertices. Do we have some more? Yes, we have tip vertices also. And then we will explain stagnation. So what is tip vertices? Actually what happens, if this is your fuselage and this is your wing, then some air comes from downside, it tried to curl on the wing. Some air comes from the downside of the wing and it will try to curl like this. Why this happens? Because at the bottom surface you have more pressure, at the upper surface you have less pressure. Example, 10 Pascal, 8 Pascal. So definitely it is the nature of the air, it is natural phenomena. Air turns from high pressure to low pressure. So here it is turning. So what is your topic? Topic is vertices. So vertices, they are of especially two types. One will occur at tip, another one will occur at trailing edge. So trailing edge vertices, you will say trailing edge vertices. Tip vertices, you say as tip vertices. That's all. Now vertices clear? Clear? Okay, very good. Now see, if you have tip vertices, then what is the disadvantage? Do we want them or not? No, actually we don't want them. Why? Because if you have wing, suppose this is the fuselage section, so you know that in the wing at the tip you have aileron. Aileron controls the rolling motion of the aircraft. We have total three things: aileron, elevator, rudder. So aileron has its own role, it controls the rolling of the aircraft. But imagine if tip vertices are coming and they are hitting aileron portion and they are taking all flow this side, then aileron will be ineffective, it will not be sufficient effective. So that's why tip vertices we don't want. So to avoid tip vertices, what can we do? We can use some devices like winglet, we can use sharklet. What is the meaning of this? Meaning is like this. This is the wing and from here they are entering. So what can you do? You can put a plate like this upward, or you can put a plate downward, or you can put both. Or if this is a fighter aircraft, then no need to put like this, you just put the hanger for the missiles. So this will help you. So this was about vertices, tip vertices. And what is happening in trailing edge vertices? In case of trailing edge vertices, it is happening first thing backside. Okay, is it able to? Are we able to calculate them? Yes, we are far better now. We are able to calculate them. Okay, So what's wrong with this vertices, which is known as trailing edge vertices? First problem, the incoming air will experience uncomfortable, so it will come down. So it will be new air. So this is new air and this is old air, and this is downwash component, or you can say downwash velocity. Old and new means earlier air was coming, and new means under the effect of downwash, this is the velocity. Okay. Till here in doubt? This vertices, yes, vertices got over. In this vertices, you have mm-hmm. No. It is not negligible issue, and mostly when you will see that kind of aircraft, they are light aircrafts, but actually issue is there. Sufficient, it is of sufficient amount. Main thing is it will affect, it will affect the aileron portion. So in case of heavier aeroplane, aileron we cannot compromise. But in case of light aeroplanes, it's okay, like aileron is somewhat small, no problem at all. Because to turn heavy aircraft, you need heavy moment, so you need heavy aileron. So that time you cannot compromise with the tip vortices. So simply you do something so that tip vortices will stop. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, okay. No. Then definitely, no. Then definitely they have removed that part, because without winglet or sharklet, it is difficult. Are they light aircrafts? Like, what is the passenger capacity? Heavy. Then definitely they have removed that because it is removable. They have definitely removed that for some purpose. Okay. So then we go for stagnation. Actually, stagnation is a very different topic. Stagnation has nothing to do with these three topics. So see, actually, what is stagnation? Stagnation, if you will search in English, stagnation means when something is completely into the rest, then we say that thing is stagnation. For example, our atmosphere, we can just consider that okay, our atmosphere is stagnation. It means these molecules are not moving or they are not shifting in each other. Then we say stagnation. Then we say stagnation. Stagnation means completely rest. Okay. Stagnation means completely rest. So actually mainly stagnation comes for stagnation pressure. That what is stagnation pressure? Only for that it comes. See now. It is easy to understand. When all the gases, suppose air is flowing with certain velocity. So actually if the air is flowing, then what is air? Air is nothing but these particles only, right? Particles are flowing in this direction. Okay. Now if air is flowing, particle or air, they all are flowing in this direction. Then we have to talk about, here I'll go again, stagnation. So we want that all the molecules should come into the rest. After traveling certain distance, we should do some arrangement. Somehow you bring all the molecules to the rest, because we are going to talk about stagnation. So bring them, make them rest. So when you are making them in rest, then your velocity is no more available, velocity is zero. So you have only static pressure, and now your static pressure is only your stagnation pressure. Actually, if you want to define stagnation, then you should use a word here, and that word is adiabatic. It means no heat transfer. Irreversible. It means no friction available in the tube. When the tube will follow, I mean tube in the sense this flow I'm talking, when they both are together acting, adiabatic also and irreversible also, then you will say okay, it is the ideal condition, and your flow will go and sit in the chamber calmly. So after sitting calmly, properly, then whatever is the pressure in this chamber, that pressure you will say as total pressure. Okay, total means nothing but stagnation here, because your flow, your fluid is stagnant. Stagnant means flow. This flow can do something if the flow is moving. Once the flow got stagnant, then it is not at all worth. Okay. So now, do you have any other doubt from this chapter, from today's chapter?